What is this one? Ghost stories, fairy tales, folklore?
We tell ghost stories?
I guess, hopefully.
What do you think that you would die from? Like, and I'll go first, and I want to go to my right, like on the table. See, I think if I lived in the Dark Ages, I would probably end up being accused of being a witch and burned at the stake.
Yeah,
Next,
I can
I
go.
can see that.
the question is, if you were alive during the Dark Ages in Europe, what do you think that you would die from?
Yeah, well, statistically, I'd probably die within a year of my birth from whatever child diseases I caught.
That was dark.
Oh, there you go.
That's true. Even babies back then easily
Yeah.
caught diseases and died.
Mm-hmm.
Tough.
Damn.
Barbaric time. Yeah, the guy in yellow.
with the
Sorry,
bald head.
go ahead.
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
you-
he's up next. Go ahead and ask him the question.
Who's that?
What's the question?
She was saying if you was in the Dark Ages, what you would die from.
Oh, these fucking funky moves right here.
Hey, buddy, yeah! Yeah, get down, yeah!
Come on,
Hey!
slap you in real life.
Oh, yeah! Hey!
She's being serious with you, brother. Why don't you answer the question?
Hey, shh, this is serious.
A lot of war and famine and disease and the plague and witches being burned at the stake. So I figured, that would give us like a creative
I bet Dark Age pussy
ideas.
stank! Did they invent spanking by the Dark Ages?
Yeah, bro, I'm okay.
No,
I'm not
that was
understanding
invented by a
exactly.
caveman.
Oh, was it?
I don't understand what is happening here.
Oh, okay.
What the
Oh,
fuck
what's
is
happening
going on?
here?
This girl over there.
We're telling ghost
Hold
stories.
on.
Shirt on. Yeah.
Hey, buddy,
Yeah, yeah.
buddy.
We were playing a game, but
Yeah, follow me. I'll tell you what's going on. Come
Okay.
on.
Questions right now.
Okay, oh
I'm not
yeah,
playing it
bro.
anymore.
Tell me.
Yeah, no, this guy's new. Go ahead and ask him the
Okay.
question. He's ready. That guy right there.
Okay. Question is, if you were alive during the Dark Ages, what do you think that you would end up dying from?
I don't know.
It's just for fun. It's just for fun. Like you could say, I died of a heart attack.
He doesn't know. All right.
That's
You
why.
don't have. He doesn't know. He wouldn't know something like that. Why'd you even ask that kind of question?
Close your eyes and imagine yourself in the Dark Ages. Like,
I can't see.
would I be?
क्या चल रहा है आप?
Like, who would I be?
Right.
Like, would I be a knight? Would I be a peasant? Would I be a king? End
Are
up
these
dying
things you
in
ask
battle, or
yourself?
Would I starve to death?
Are these some of the things you ask yourself?
Get it transmitted? Would I get an STD? Yes. All the things we need to start asking ourselves.
Pagans are anybody that doesn't believe in Christianity. That's all they are.
No,
Could be anybody.
Or
that's a pretty
Well,
wide umbrella. There are a lot of people who don't fit under that.
Just ask.
it's like,
it's
my
kind of general-
understanding.
You know, this is the alt space I was looking for. I'd go and call this alternative.
Anyway, can you all hear me?
Story. Don't worry about the
Yeah,
button.
we hear you.
Yeah, make
Okay.
this one scary.
I don't know how scary it's going to be, but it's a paranormal encounter I had back when I was working at a haunted hotel called the Hacienda in Arizona, and in Prescott, Arizona. And like the legend was that bride in the bridal suite had killed herself because her newly wedded husband had gone out for a bottle of wine and never came back or something like that. Anyway, so there were a lot of tales about it being haunted, and I was never scared or anything. And in fact, I was
Oh,
one of the
don't
few
lie,
people who'd go up
don't
and clean
lie.
that room. No, I really wasn't. Because I'd already
It's not right to
accepted
be scared.
paranormal ages before. Yeah, I know, but nothing scary happened. So, yeah, as I'm getting to that. So I was in the room one time with this guy who was the son of the owners, and there was this white plastic grocery bag just hovering above a wastebasket.
Oh,
That's a good story. That's a good
Thank
story.
you.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
that.
clapping.
good story. I like
Hear
that. Yeah, me too. I'm clapping as well.
There was like a shadow of a hand giving at her on the dresser. You know, the light from the bathroom was shining on the dresser, and she saw somebody's hand waving at her. But the creepiest thing about it was there wasn't anybody else in the room but her.
Wow, that is pretty creepy.
Scared her so bad that she dropped her glass of water and it shattered the bathroom floor.
Who cleaned that up?
Her parents heard it. They came in there to see what was going on, and she started crying, and they couldn't get her to calm down. So she just like cried all night and fell asleep. He asked her to tell her what happened, but she was so traumatized by what happened that she didn't want to talk about it at all. She just wanted to avoid it completely.
Which is understandable.
Until like
I think we can agree on that.
until one day, like she was grown. Like several years later, she was grown and she was married and had 3 kids. And she started having nightmares of the event again, and it was like, maybe I need to talk to a therapist about this or something. So, therapist suggested that she get a service dog, and the service dog made her feel better.
Oh, it was the dog's hand the whole time.
Again for the rest of her life. And, she got a service dog, and the service dog helped her out with her trauma, and lived happily ever after.
Every time she thought about the hand, the dog would start barking.
Yes,
That's scary.
and it made her like feel like confident. Like dog would bark like at her negative thoughts.
So the
They have
dog
to
named
be-
How big of a dog are we talking?
a Great Dane.
Okay,
Yeah, like
now I
Scooby-Doo is a
understand.
Great
That's a
Dane.
scary story. So it's a Great Dane at the end. Oh, okay.
Yes.
There needs to be more scary stories that end in service dogs.
Oh, by the way,
that's true.
hey, you guys who just got here, the picture behind me is a picture of my dad's urn, his ashes.
Oh, go ahead and put that
The
away.
reason why the urn is camouflage, the urn is camouflage because
What does that mean?
Dad, he really liked the outdoors, like hunting and fishing, so my shirt picked it out.
Oh, that's unique. I like that.
I have a brother, and me and him decided to like split the ashes. My brother has a wooden box, and he gave me this little.
Have you ever
urn.
smelled it?
I
What does it
placed
smell
the
like?
urn between. Maybe you were a dog in a past life.
Maybe.
or now. You said you're a dog now.
I mean, we could talk about dogs all day, you know.
Yeah.
This is arguing semantics at this point.
Yeah. All said, let's go to the haunted house, so we went over there. So, man, as soon as we got over there, it was creepy, gave me a weird feeling. My daughter starts throwing rocks at the house and all this.
Why'd she do that?
I guess somebody
Did you
had,
scold her?
Nah, she got a temper issue. But anyway, she starts throwing these rocks at this house.
The cat would keep staring at this spot, and it was just freaking me out. And then at night, when I would go to sleep, the whole night I would get bursts of cologne in my face. And so I thought maybe there was like, I don't know, like a broken bottle around. And this is a single woman living at this house, but it was like a man smell, like a man's.
No, that's ghost
And
activity right there.
I was going crazy, and so I don't know. It was the biggest convincer for me was the burst of cologne just right in my face.
Yeah, that's a dead
Anyway.
giveaway.
Weird. Yeah, that's what I felt
that's
like
wild,
too.
man. That's wild.
What kind of scent? What kind of scent?
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, what that shit smell
really
like?
bad.
Like three weeks
Like musk?
before.
Yeah, exactly. It was like musky. Yeah,
Yeah.
It wasn't good
Strong.
feeling, like,
The man.
it was nasty.
Yeah.
exactly.
Teresa, could I give you just a real quick hug?
Yes.
I live in Cleveland. Her mom lives in South
Let me just-
You can give me a hug. Hang on, let me turn off my bubble. Okay.
Man, that's
Sorry,
that's
I,
that's
I
why
have a
I'm trying to get my daughters to come stay with
do
me.
some
Yeah,
hard,
you guys-
but I can't move my hands because I'm in 2D
That's
mode.
okay. That's okay.
You can't move me.
him? Are you related to him?
in the world.
You guys have.
No.
What's weird is we look like each other, but that's our first day.
Yeah, I get married.
Love my daughter.
Just nice
Yeah,
eyes.
our
I
avatars
have shadow.
dress alike.
She's actually.
What is
Like a
vampire?
monk.
Do vampires come?
What's up, man? Yeah.
Is it like cold to the touch come?
Can't believe this time.
I'm actually a reptilian. You know how some people are furries, but I'm actually like one of the lizard people.
Boy and a 15-year-old girl.
Just don't have
Don't they
words,
fit in
have
that
sex yet.
category?
Yeah,
Don't they
yeah.
fit in that category?
I'm pretty sure they.
Would that be a scaly?
Like humans can. I think
A scaly,
vampires
thank you, this
reproduce
guy
by biting
knows.
humans. And
Is that really it?
into vampires.
So you're into devore then?
Or anyway.
I'm into like I'm a dragon and there's like 5 girls in bathing suits and like we lay on eggs in a nest.
Like normal girls, but you're the dragon?
I'm not.
Normal girls, yeah, but I'm the dragon. It's like a reptilian thing.
Fuck is the
And I'm like really big.
What do you do with your cock? Do they just kind of all hug it?
I know it's
On
something.
February
I
22nd.
don't think it's
At least it doesn't come out like a red
20th now,
rocket, you
it's
know, like a
Beta
weird.
Caldwell's birthday.
No, I know what you mean there, buddy. You don't got.
Boy Scouts.
I know what you mean there.
From England.
That's what you believe.